live. Sean, how are you? We're live on Hypno News, Facebook, YouTube, and
Yep, we're
TikTok.
live on Hypno News. Yep, 100%. I think we hit them all.
Oh,
Good.
brilliant.
Yeah,
There we
no,
go.
it's the weather out here is going to be surprisingly phenomenal to you. It is actually plus. It was in Regina today. It was +8, and
+8.
so
It is
there was
snowing here in the UK. Not snow like you guys get in Canada, but it is. There was a small slithering of white stuff over the car.
yeah. It's actually kind of interesting because this week, if it well, and you know the situation in Regina because you've been there a couple of times
You
in the
mean
last couple of
Regina,
months.
the town that
It,
sounds like fun?
it rhymes with fun, and that's where I came from.
There
Um,
you go.
literally, that's where I was born. Was in Regina General Hospital. So, um, the amount of snow that they have, especially on some of the embankments up on the roads and whatnot, if it stays this warm tomorrow, they won't have any, which is not necessarily a good thing in this province because being an agrarian base, we like to have a good 2 feet of snow all the time because when it melts, it becomes the groundwater that helps the crops along in the early spring until we get the rains that carry it the rest of the way. So yeah, so it just it's one of those weird oddities. This year has been weird. You drove through -30 and -45 and so on and so forth, and now I missed -52 last week when we were at PHS, and now it's +8.
Nice. Wow, bizarre. How bizarre. And it's weird. Like today, I got out the car for a meeting in the town centre, and it, like I say, it's round about freezing, but it's wet and it's damp and it's cold and it was horrible. I remember thinking to myself, like, how is this so horrible? And like Canada was like -45, and it weren't that bad. So just a quick
Yep.
comment on TikTok. Yes, it is late, but a little bit early for Hypno News. So yeah, every Thursday at some time is when we go on. And yeah, freezing rain is the worst thing. Great to see you on Sunday morning.
And for us, it's the frost coming out of the pavement. And
Yeah.
so that highway that is around Fort Capel, you come up out of the valley. We were kind of wondering why there was this big truck that was using the inside lane instead of the outside lane like they should, because they are a little slower, right?
Yeah.
And then as we got closer, we could see the kind of the skid marks, and it's like, oh, that's why. Maybe we should switch lanes too. It's a little drier there. So,
Yeah.
and coming back was fine. I mean, it was the roads were mostly dry on the top, and yeah, next week we're due for a bunch of snow again. So the cycle
Oh, there we
continues.
go.
This is what I call spring .98.
Spring
It's
point
the
nine.
it's the beta test for fall spring 1.0.
Nice. Nice. Cool. So stuff in Hypno. I saw a really cool poster of yours actually. You're doing a show with Sick Trick James.
That's correct. Yep. So he and I have been working with Claude on the strategies that Claude employs, and so we have our show scheduled for the end of the month. So February 27th. If you are in the Yorkton area, Yorkton, Saskatchewan, feel free to buy a ticket. Come on out, support the food bank, and have lots of fun.
Yeah. Quick comment on TikTok. I'm not in Canada. I was in Canada. I'm in Lockwood in Huddersfield, which is it feels like it's as cold as Canada. But Sean, my co-host on Hypno News, on TikTok and Facebook, he's in. Are you in? Are you in Regina now?
No, got back. Gosh, about 3 hours ago. Um, yeah, so I'm back home in the home office in Yorkton.
Oh, there you go. So Sean's up in Yorkton, which is a lovely part of Canada as well. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so yeah, it was a great look at the poster. I really like because it's like a nod to the old. In fact, I'm sure you've got. Will you have a copy of the poster there?
You know what? That would probably be a good thing to have, wouldn't it? Give me 2 seconds here. I'll bring it up. Okay, that was uh,
Yeah, well, if you do visit, then definitely. I was going to say touch Sean up. Then that's because I'm tired. Definitely hit Sean
There
up. He was a very
is.
gracious host, and we went to where did we go? What was it called again?
There we go.
Where did we go for our
You disappeared
non-coffee?
there
Because
for a
we didn't have
minute.
coffee. Oh, I'm back. Are you back?
There it is. And I want to share.
Let's have a look.
Okay, Grant, this is not my system. Where's oh, there it is. Share screen.
There it is.
I want the entire screen. There it is. Share. Ta-da!
Ta-da! Let's make that big screen.
So I love how Dan said that he's been marked safe from being turned into a cartoon. I did this
Yes.
long before, but also was isn't creepy.
Yes, it's
Is
not creepy. Good point.
which it's kind of interesting because I mean
Oh,
Dan's whole topic was don't be creepy, and
oh,
some of
we
the
seem to
AI
have lost Sean now.
really still rely on that
Sean, come
that
back. I don't know if it's my internet or the Canadian solar flares. Oh, there you go. He's back. Oh, I don't know. It may be. It may be the snow that's happening out here. Actually, it does have a terrible effect on it.
yeah.
Um, so
No
yeah,
worries. Um, I was just saying that you know Dan's whole topic was don't be creepy, and yet the AIs still seem to paint hypnotists as these mind controlling evildoers, if you will,
yes.
or evil wizards or something like that. And so I tried to make sure mine was as kind of generic as possible.
I love the jacket in that poster as well. To be fair, you have to get that jacket made. I love the gold embellishment on the lapel.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I have to find somebody who actually makes that jacket. So we'll have to see. That might have to be a road trip for you and I, maybe
Um,
to, because that would be. I would think you'd be able to find that in some place like Thailand or
yeah,
uh, Japan or someplace like that. So
yeah, definitely. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Yeah.
right,
Speaking of cool stuff, Michigan Hypnosis Conference. The speaker applications are open now as well. I was talking to Dan the other day. That is looks like it's going to be a
yeah. No, and again, don't. One thing that's not you cut out again there.
oh there you go. So I'm going to end TikTok just in case it's too much.
Right?
It
Can you hear me
taking all
now?
of it together. There we go. What you like now? Can you hear me now, Sean? Oh,
There you are. Now you're back.
can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you now. The one thing I will say about
Let me just.
speaker applications in general is that if you are a first time applicant, don't sell yourself short. We try to keep a fairly large number of first time speakers in pitch. I know a lot of conferences do, and the reason that they do that is because it gives you an opportunity to present what you do or how you think, and it gives you some credibility for what it is that you want to do. And as you progress, after you get past that first presentation, you find it becomes a little bit easier. You get to know the crowds and what to expect, and so on and
Yeah.
so forth. But also remember, um, you know, you have a specific, not that I want to quote Liam Neeson, but you have a specific set of skills, and they may be skill set that nobody else has. And so you're bringing that message, you're bringing that authority with you. And so don't sell yourself short. Throw a speaker application in. The worst that could happen is they say not this year.
Yeah. And it's like you said, we had a couple of speakers at PHS that it was their first time talking, but brought some great insights. Jack Goober,
Oh yes,
booked 20 shows before his first show. There's a lot to be learned from that. Last year, Joe Beth, like how to survive your first year as a stage hypnotist. There's one thing I've learned as being, not the oldest, but one of the older people in the industry is it doesn't matter if you've got 20, 30 years behind you, you can still learn from someone that's 6 months in because they bring to it a new perspective. When you've been doing it 20 odd years, you kind of go, oh, this is the way it's always been, this way it always goes. And then you listen to some of the new guys and you go, actually, no, it's different now. Audiences are different, marketing's different, so there's a lot to be learned from that. So it's always good to have that mix of,
yep,
here's the thing, like the old timers and the legends, they are legends. But gone are the days of touring on a minibus with a crew of 7 people and doing 3 shows a day, 7 days a week for 6 months. It's
yeah,
so it's a different world now. So yeah, if you've got something to share, share it.
yeah. And the other thing is you can't sink half a boat.
Yeah,
And if you've got a piece of knowledge and somebody else has that same piece of knowledge, there's no problem with two people saying the same thing because, of course, people learn differently as well.
yeah,
And as you step out and you start speaking at different conferences, you're going to find that there is a whole new network of people that you can work with, learn from, bounce ideas off of, become best friends with. That is all there and all available.
yeah,
Uh, but
absolutely.
it takes you to step out and make that first application. If that's to Michigan, great. If it's to the Irish Hypnotherapy Conference, if it's to the UK conference, if it's to HypnoThoughts Live, whichever conference it is, take that first step
Absolutely.
and get out there and share what you know.
Just a quick observation that I've just noticed, Sean. No judgment as well. Is that an upside down pineapple you've got on your lapel there?
No,
Oh,
this is a C star word.
oh, there we go. That's better. Yeah, with the
Um,
light reflecting off it, it looked like
yes,
an
and
upside
you would
down
think you
pineapple.
would think given the fact that Jim and I don't like pineapple on our pizza, why is Sean wearing a pineapple? No, these were the very first C Star awards that we were given. I actually have 3 different awards, and I can't win anymore unless I retire. So,
Oh,
uh, and that's coming, not that far in the distant future. So, but yeah, this was the first of 3, and I forget this was for uh, what did we do? Oh yes, we did. We in 2010. You imagine New York and uh, flooded in the summer. We had a massive uh, storm that rolled through, dumped all kinds of water. Our church was kind of where ground zero was. People were actually canoeing by it,
wow.
kayaking and whatnot. There was that much water, but the school that we were going to start our IT rollout, so we had like I don't know 700 or 800 desktops ready to go, laptops for teachers and whatnot, and the data center was sitting underwater. Uh,
Wow.
yeah, and so by the time we were able to get around to the data center and whatnot, we still pulled off because we had a specific time frame we had to be done by the time the teachers got back in August, and my team just went to town with the IBM folks, and we were able to get the project done, and so that's where we got our first C star from.
Nice. Nice. Cool beans.
All
Yeah,
right.
so PHS is 26 is in the bag now. It's just a case of just finalizing the recordings, getting them out there, and then it's full steam ahead for 2027. Are you excited for
Yep.
27, Sean?
I'm excited for 27. I know we're talking dates and finalizing that here in the next couple of days. We also have a feedback survey for the people that did attend. That will be coming out shortly. Uh, and yeah, I don't know if you've had a chance to actually test the functionality, but from what I can see, everything works. So it shouldn't send people into weird places and whatnot. The NCCH says, I'm training and working in clinical hypnotherapy, so extremely interested in learning new skills. And so that's where PHS would come out and be of benefit because you can see the other side of, and I say the other side. I wouldn't even say it's the flip side of the coin. It is just another area of hypnosis and hypnotherapy and skill sets that you can take and use, in your own practice.
Yeah.
So,
Speaking of new stuff as well, is not Israel. Tommy J. Orlando on Sunday did a faith in hypnosis or hypnosis in faith type event. This was on Zoom. NCCH was there as well, and it was kind of like it was a hybrid mix of prayer and hypnosis to set you up for the week. And so for those people that do have a faith, um, and sometimes hypnosis can feel like a lot of Christianity kind of pushes hypnosis away a little bit. It was a great group of people that kind of got together for that, and I believe Tom is going to be doing that every Sunday evening. And so that'll be interesting for those that are wanting to get involved in that. I'll see if I can find a link and make sure that's posted on the Hypno News Facebook page. But yeah, definitely, if you are a person of faith, I definitely think you should come along and support it.
yeah, and I know from firsthand experience of what it's like to get steamrolled by the far right, shall we say, and you know it doesn't always leave the best taste in your mouth, but you also realize people are people and they've been trained to believe a certain way, and
Exactly.
science and doesn't always jive with belief. So, as with so many things in our lives these days, the loudest voice tends to be the one that wins. It
Oh,
may not be right, but it's the one that wins.
yeah, yeah,
So,
very true. Cool. That's it for me, I think, this week.
yep, and I think that's it for me over here as well. So until next week, take care, stay well, and be
Be
awesome.
awesome.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
And good night on